I did healing like a checklist, chasing all the right ways. Then I learned there isn't one. And your body, it already knows the next step. Have you ever hiked a rocky path and noticed how your feet seem to find the ground without you telling them how? You're looking ahead, scanning the horizon, and somehow your body makes 1,000 tiny decisions that keep you upright. Healing works the same way. There isn't one right way to step. There's only the next honest step that keeps you balanced on the terrain called life that you're actually on. I'm Ken, the Trudge Therapist. I help people rebuild after life's unexpected events such as betrayal, burnout, grief, and identity collapse. And today I want to help you free yourself from the pressure of doing mindfulness, or practicing gratitude, or healing the supposed to way. This video is inspired by a reflection I recently read from Jon Kabat-Zinn in his book, Wherever You Go, There You Are, where he described that our feet learn the ground as we go in relation to mindfulness. That each step is a conversation with the earth. Each breath, each new shift, or attempt to find balance can be a new beginning. So let's apply that to our actual life, your stress, your relationships, your restart in life. And by the end of this video, you'll have a simple mental model for trusting your way, a 90-second practice to reset in real time, and 3 trail cues to guide your next step. So here's the big idea. Personally, I love the outdoors. Specifically, I love running and hiking. The two activities they're essential to my health and act often as a metaphor in my life. So think about walking. You don't rehearse every step. You don't hold a meeting about heel strike versus midfoot. You sense. You adjust. You step. That's mindfulness, hidden in plain sight. An intelligence built from your nervous system, tasked with constantly learning conditions and responding. And meditation is a lot like that. There isn't one correct sensation you must feel, one thought you must banish, or one posture that grants you bonus points. There's simply this moment, and your willingness to meet it honestly. Each breath is a chance to begin again, to set down a little weight, and to let the next step be informed by the last. Many people tell me, I tried mindfulness, but I must be doing it wrong. I can't stop thinking. But here's the trap. We equate peace with the absence of thought, emotion, or tension, much like we equate positive mental health with the absence of problems. Then we judge our experience and tighten even more. The Trudge Way invites you to stop grading the moment. It invites you to ask, is this healthy or unhealthy for me right now? Not right versus wrong, not good versus bad, just does this move me towards the life, honesty, and care I desire and deserve, or away from it? That one question turns shame into invitation and guidance. Are there wrong steps? Yes. When we step in ways that violate our values, boundaries, deny our truth, or harm others, sure, trust me, I've had my fair share of wrong steps. But notice, even missteps teach the body and the mind about footing. On the trail, you stumble, recalibrate, and you keep going. In life, you can do the same. Because learning is not failure. It's how the nervous system maps reality. When the trail gets messy, as life can become, I come back to 4 wayfinding principles. You'll find these in my upcoming book, The Trudge Paradox. The first is, I'm learning to listen. Notice what you see, hear, feel, and be. Don't argue with the terrain. Be curious and learn it. The second is, meet me here, where we honor the actual moment that you're in, not the ideal one you think you should be in. Number 3, move at the pace of guidance. This is where you go slow. Go as slow as your honesty requires, and as fast as your integrity allows. And trust in the outcome, where we commit to the next healthy step, not necessarily the good, bad, right, or wrong, and let the path reveal the rest. This is how our feet already walk. We're just translating that intelligence into your day-to-day living and your healing. For your system to risk a new step, it needs awareness and safety. I use the 4 trudge P's. Permission. I'm allowed to be exactly where I am. Presence. I'll stay with the sensations and the truth here and now. Protection. I will set a boundary or pause if I need to. And peace. I choose a gentler breath and a kinder tone. These aren't ideas to memorize. And they certainly aren't fail-proof, as in, they don't always keep you from saying or doing things you're trying to avoid. What they are, however, are signals to your nervous system, signals that tell the mind and body, in this moment we're safe enough to move, and we can do hard things. So, let's do a quick reset, one that you can use anywhere, anytime. Step 1. Give yourself permission. Focus on lengthening your exhale. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. And quietly say, permission to be exactly where I am. Step 2. Presence. Feel both feet. Notice the weight, the contact points, the temperature. Notice how focusing on something you ordinarily don't pay attention to intensifies the awareness. You don't have to like it. Just meet it without trying to fix, manage, and control it. Step 3, protection. Breathe in gently through the nose. Allow longer, softer exhales out of the mouth or the nose. Breathe in for 4. And out for 6 or 8. Do this 2 or 3 rounds. Imagine each exhale sets down a small weight you don't need to carry in this moment. And ask, what would make this 2% safer? Maybe it's loosening your posture. Maybe it's stepping aside, maybe even outside. Maybe it's pausing the conversation. Step 4, peace. Whisper, peace as I step. Or don't step, and let there be an invitation for peace in the stillness. And let the next inhale be a beginning. That's it. You just practiced mindful footing. So how does this apply to the real life terrain? Here's 3 scenarios that helped me understand the power in practicing mindfulness. The first is with hard conversations. So you want closeness, but you're bracing. So you give permission. I'm nervous, and I still care. Offer presence. Feel your body. Notice the sensations. Offer protection. Ask one clear question instead of 10. say, let's pause if either of us gets overwhelmed. And offer peace. Give yourself a longer exhale as they answer, instead of trying to come up with an answer before they even finish. This practice isn't about the conversation or the result of it. It's about training your nervous system to believe that you can take yourself into consideration just as much as you pay attention to everyone and everything else. The second scenario is with grief and regret. You see, your mind replays over and over what you can't change. So you give it permission. This hurts because it mattered. You offer presence. Place a hand on your heart and feel the breath, your life space, your warmth. Offer protection. Focus on one memory at a time. Limit rumination windows, the thought looping. Set a timer. Then ground. And offer peace. Dedicate the next breath to the love driving the loss to the surface. The third scenario is with burnout. You're exhausted and judging yourself for needing rest. So in this manner, we give ourselves permission. Simply say, needing recovery is human and productive. Offer presence. Feel the chair hold you, the ground beneath you. Offer protection. Choose one vital task, not 6. Say no clearly. And provide peace. Exhale like you're letting steam out of a kettle. Now, none of these practices require perfection. What they do require is honest footing and centering where you stand. Now, sometimes the trail is dark, so much that you can't find a positive sensation to save your life, and that's okay. Look for the neutral. Sight, sound, sensation. What actually exists. Specifically, things like texture, temperature, pressure. Your system only needs one reliable piece of ground, safety, to begin a neutral sensation. And the realization that you can move forward. And if all you do is notice agitation, great. I know that sounds weird, but at least you know the terrain. So now apply the 4 P's: permission, presence, protection, and peace, and reduce the load by 2%. Slow your exhale. Loosen your shoulders. Lower your voice. Look at a stable object, because small adjustments are big medicines. So here's 3 trail cues for everyday practice. The first is see the next half step. Ask yourself, what's the smallest doable action that would be healthy for me right now? Second, hear the tone. Ask, is my inner voice shaming or shepherding? And shift one word from should to choose. And 3, feel the contact. Your feet, your seat, your breath, your stance. If you're spiraling, find the body. If you're numb, find the breath. Focus on the inhale to create movement. Focus on the exhale to create stillness. And when in doubt, return to the question, is this healthy or unhealthy for me right now? That cuts through perfection and points in a direction. And quite frankly, direction and options always make us feel better to some degree. We might not like them, but we sure as hell feel worse when we can't find either. So in closing, remember, Your body already knows something about finding your way. Just like walking, healing is a sequence of sensed steps where you learn, adjust, and step again, over and over. There's no medal for doing it the supposed to way. There's only the life you get back when you practice your way that's authentic and honest to you. So this week's Trudge Challenge is once a day, pause for 90 seconds and practice this. Take one half step towards what's healthy for you. Drink the water. Send the honest text. Go for the 10-minute walk. Ask for the pause. Tell the truth kindly. Take one breath, one step, and repeat. I'm Ken Castleton, the Trudge Therapist. If this helped, share it with someone who's learning their own way back to themselves. And together, let's trudge on and be the paradox.